Hi everyone, it is Friday, Fun Friday, and tonight we're making a raspberry tequila sangria. Super fun recipe. It's perfect for summer. In the summertime, I love a nice salad and then a really cool, refreshing sangria. Great for a party. We're gonna make a pitcher of them tonight in the family size quick stir pitcher. You could do, sangrias are just better in a pitcher, better in making a large batch. I'm going to show you this recipe, but give you a couple of, hey Melissa, and give you a couple of options and alternatives. I don't like my drinks really sweet, but a lot of people do. So as we talk about some of the ingredients, I'll give you some alternatives that can sweeten it up or take it a little bit less sweet depending on your preferences. So this is going to be a sangria that has red raspberries, some orange, some lime, some tequila, and then some sparkling wine. So we'll get started. Excuse me. We are going to juice one orange for our raspberry tequila sangria. And this is in the Pampered Chef juicer. Now what's cool about this is we're going to juice over the top here, but it has a pour spout. You can turn this so that you can drain out the juice and not get the pulp. And so it'll catch everything in the bottom here. And then the lid just pops off for easy pouring and cleaning, and it has measurements on the side. Now we're going to juice one orange and 2 limes, and what we really want is a 1/4 cup or 2 ounces of juice from the oranges and from the limes. Now on this item you've got a strain setting and you've got a pour, so you can turn it or take the lid and move it from one direction to the other, determining whether you want to strain it and remove the pulp or just pour it straight out of the container. Now I'm going to go for strain because that's really the way I roll, but you could do it either way. So we've got our juicer here, and I've got an orange cut in half, and we're just going to put it over the top like so. Now we're using 2 oranges. We're going to use the juice of 1 orange for the recipe, and then we're going to slice the other orange into slices to be all that delicious fruit that hangs out in the pitcher and soaks up all that delicious wine and tequila. The drunk fruit of a sangria is quite possibly one of my very favorite parts. Now I love this juicer. We also have the citrus press, but oranges are a little bit big for that. I love this juicer because look how much it cleans out the orange. Like, it does quick, fast work. And in here, I've got all of that orange juice. So I'm going to pour that orange juice into this batter bowl. And then just throw that pulp off in the sink. And now we're going to do the limes. Now I prefer to do limes with the citrus press versus the juicer. And it gives me an opportunity to show you the citrus press. The citrus press is great for adding that fresh squeezed lime juice to your recipes. It's also great for making mojitos and margaritas. So we're gonna take 2 limes here and just cut them in half. And then we're going to open up the citrus press and we're going to put these in cut side down. Now the beauty of the citrus press is how much juice you get out of this lime versus hand squeezing it. But in here catches all the pulp and all the seeds. Not all the pulp, but a lot of it, but catches the seeds in here and literally turns this half of your citrus fruit inside out to make sure that you get as much juice as possible. So that's it. Now look at that. Inside out. Quick, easy work of juicing lemons and limes with this bad boy. And we'll do one more. I've just got our coated utility knife here to make quick work of slicing these in half. No reason to do any more than that. You should comment with what your favorite what your favorite refreshing drink is on a hot summer day. Is it sangria or is it something else? And I don't care if you're watching it live or watching the replay. Leave me a comment with what your favorite refreshing drink is, and maybe that'll be one of the next videos that I do. All right, we've got all of our juices, and now we're gonna add a little bit of sugar, just 1/4 of a cup. Now, if you're doing something more keto and you're trying to cut out the sugar, you could use some kind of sweetener, or monk fruit I find is a great 1-for-1 sweetener that allows you to really lighten up the sugar content but still get that great flavor. We're gonna use regular sugar. I'm going to use our little easy read measuring cup here. This guy is a 1/4 cup right here. He's great for measuring all the little things, but I'm just going to use a 1/4 cup of sugar. And I figure in a whole pitcher, I'm not going to feel too guilty about a 1/4 cup of sugar. And I'm going to use Sprite Zero instead of a full sugar lemon lime soda. So I cut it back where I want to and leave some sugar where I want to. Again, it's totally up to you. We're going to stir that up, and we're going to microwave it a little bit just to get that sugar melted with those juices. And while that's in the microwave, we will prep the rest of our fruit. All right. Now we are going to slice the remaining orange and 1 lime. It would probably be helpful if I could count when I got all these ingredients out. But I'm just going to slice these limes. Now, if I were cooking with these, I would probably use this simple slicer because you want even slices, but in this case we really just want that fruit for floating in our glasses and for sitting inside that sangria and getting all good and drunk. Hey, Kara. All right, so we've got our lime. So far, Kara, we have juiced an orange and 2 limes and combine them with some sugar in the microwave, kind of creating our own juicy simple syrup. This one is fighting with me. We'll go this way. All right, so there's our limes. And I'm just going to drop our limes. Now, when you're using the quick stir pitcher, you want to make sure that things mix up well. So what I do is use my pitcher and kind of offset the lid here like so, and I'm going to drop my fruit on top of the plunger, and that makes sure that it still mixes well and your plunger goes all the way to the bottom of the pitcher. All right, and we'll slice our orange. And again, I'm just going to layer those right on top here, just kind of lay them around the stem of that plunger of the quick stir pitcher. Sangrias are so pretty, and I just love layering all that fruit. I love the colors. I love to eat and drink from the rainbow. Love to have all those different colors in my drinks and my food. We've got our orange juice here. I'm just going to stir it up and make sure that sugar is melted, and it looks like it is. So that's almost ready to go. All right, next I am going to add a bag of frozen raspberries. And I'm going to do the same thing with these and just pour them right in here. Oh, this is gonna be so pretty. All right, now we've got our orange and lime slices, our raspberries. Now we're gonna use triple sec. And this is one of those things that you can use to change up your cocktail depending on how sweet or how dry. We're using dry curacao because that's what I have. Now you could use Grand Marnier, you could use Cointreau, you could use triple sec. There you could even use the Patron orange. Any of those would be delicious. This happens to be what I have on hand, and I really love the flavor of this, but it's a little bit drier, so not nearly as sweet. So for this, we are going to use a half cup. Where's my measuring cup? This is a quarter cup. I'm just gonna fill it twice. Drop it right in here. And there's our orange liqueur. And then I'm going to add 1 cup of tequila, and I'm going to want a bigger measuring cup for that. Now I'm using, the recipe calls for silver tequila. I'm using 1800 silver because that's what I have. But again, use whatever tequila you have on hand. And we're going to do 1 cup of tequila. Now, if you like your drinks a little bit stronger, add a little more tequila or triple sec. Again, this is your cocktail. You're only limited by your imagination and your taste buds. And then the last thing we're gonna do is add our we've got a couple more things. We're gonna add our sugar and juices here. I'm gonna fill this up with ice. We've got our ice, and then we are going to add some champagne. Now this is again where if you like your stuff sweeter, you could add a Moscato or you could do a Spumante. I have a dry sparkling wine here that we're going to use. Again, I like my drinks with a little bit of sweetness, but for the most part, I like mine on the drier side. That's one of those things you can change at will. Now, anytime you're making sangria, you're basically going to use a clear liquor like tequila or a vodka, or you're going to use your wine, but then you're going to add, typically it's going to be brandy or some kind of liqueur. I really like this fun twist on it to change it up a little bit. All right, we're going to add this whole bottle of lime soda, and we're going to, I'm using Sprite Zero, just as a way to add a little bit less sugar. And to me, it's not quite as sugary sweet as a full sugared soda. There's a fly buzzing my face that is driving me insane. And my towel keeps falling off my towel rack on the dishwasher. That's why I keep bending down. All right, here is our soda. All right, that's it. Oh, babe, we need 2 wine glasses. All right, we've got everything mixed in here. Look how pretty this is. Now we're gonna put the lid in here and we're just gonna plunger this. This is the beauty of the quick stir pitcher. I don't know if you noticed that all the fruit stays at the top and it's not getting smushed down in the sangria. And that's really one of the beautiful parts of this pitcher is you can have all the lovely fruit and beauty of it, but without getting all the chunks in your sangria if you don't want them. All right, it's ready to go. Let's try our first serving. Ooh. Now you can totally take the lid off of this and you can scoop out the fruits and put it in your glass if that's the way you prefer to serve it. Oop, there goes one now. In fact, that's probably what I'll do because I do like a little fruit in mine. There we go. Where's our little tongs? And we'll just do a couple of slices in here. Tongs are not in here. And I'm just gonna grab a couple of orange slices for the full effect and drop one in each glass. All right, y'all, that's it. The raspberry tequila sangria. And I'm blind and I'm trying to read the comment there at the bottom. That looks so delicious. Yes. Oh, that's not enough tequila? Well, you know what? We'll taste it. And if we want to add more, we can throw more in there. It's your recipe. It's your pitcher of sangria. You can do whatever you want with it. But we're going to taste it. And my guess is you're right. And we'll need to add more. But I can't always assume that everybody likes their drinks as strong as I do or as strong as my mom taught me. So, cheers, friends. Thank you for joining me tonight. And I'll see you for the next video. Have a great one.